I'm in Skye! Yes! There's been something I've been wanting to talk about for a wee while, and that's how important is photography gear. Now, before I go into it, obviously to an extent it is important. If you're a professional and a company's paying you a lot of money to get product shots for them, they're going to be asking questions if you turn up with a disposable camera. However, that being said, everyone has the capability to take good shots with the camera they have. And I think it's such an interesting time in photography because now more than ever, so many people are interested in photography, which is a great thing. But on the flip side of that, you've got Instagram, which is hugely popular and oversaturated with beautiful people going to exotic destinations, and you've got camera companies pumping out camera after camera after camera. And I think it could be quite inhibiting for someone wanting to start out in photography, but that's not the main point. That doesn't matter. The most important thing is you and what you take out of it. And do you know what? The thing is, most people nowadays have a really good camera in their phone. I remember 9 years ago travelling Europe with my friends, and this was just when iPhones came out, so not everyone had an iPhone or a phone that could take good pictures. And if you weren't into photography, you didn't have a camera. The only way you could really get good images is if you had the classic point and shoot little camera. I didn't even have one. I borrowed one from my mum. But now everyone has a little device in their pocket that can take images that far surpass that little travel camera back in the day. And I think there's a strong case for mobile photography because to really get the most out of the image, you have to work on all the factors that make a good image, and it'll help you become a better photographer. So I've set myself a challenge, and that's to take this opportunity while I'm in Skye to use my phone to try and capture some good images and only edit them on free software on the phone available to everyone. Hopefully it turns out well and it'll encourage some people that maybe wouldn't have before to get out, use their phone photography. That's the plan anyway. Or it could turn out bad. And the different photo modes on the phone make it so easy. Remember 10 years ago, if you saw a panorama, you'd look at it and go, whoa, that dude must be an amazing photographer. Also, may I add, I'm shooting with the old iPhone 7 Plus, so all you people out there, they've got the super duper fancy phones with the 3 cameras or whatever it is, you have no excuse, you'll be laughing. Cool. Perfect. I think that's nice lighting for as a wee portrait of my boy. Excuse me while I battle some photographers for the shot I want. Can't really blame them though. I mean, look at that. Absolutely stunning. Success! I'm so pleased it was a good sunset tonight, although it is pandemonium down there. So I'll let them continue. wasn't much of a sunrise this morning, bad weather, so got here a little bit later in the day. So I'm going to go up in a minute, do the classic panorama shot, which is a must, but you've got so much interesting rock formations and really unique landscape here, so just going to explore and see what compositions we can find. Woofed. Just leave it on. Woofed. Wet and windy up there, but made for some interesting conditions, looking really moody, so hopefully it should turn out good, and looking forward to seeing them. First things first, get some lunch, get back home, then we'll get those images reviewed. Right. Right, so back from Skye, had an amazing time, which is to be expected. To be fair, if you don't have an amazing time in Skye, then it's probably your fault. And again, you could get soaked with the rain, but then you just have to tell yourself it wouldn't be a Scottish experience without the rain, so yeah, it will be on you. So came back with 4 edits, which we'll go through, which was taken on my iPhone 7 Plus and all edited in Lightroom Mobile, which is a free platform. So let's get right into it. Bloop. So first one was taken the morning at the waterfall at Slagachen. Yeah, Slagachen. You've got nice kind of small waterfalls there with the cooling hills in the background, which is a stunning feature. So here is what we ended up with, which I'm pretty happy with. The conditions were nice. I've just basically warmed up, put more focus on the mountains in the back using filters, vignette, darken it down a little bit, just bringing out the vibrancy and the colours of the image. So didn't do anything too crazy with it. Happy with it. The only thing I would change would be the water. You can't take a shot of a waterfall without slowing down that water, capturing the movement, which unfortunately you can't do with iPhone 7, but I think you can with the newer one, so it's all good. Next we have Neist Point, which is the most western point of Skye, a lighthouse, perfect sunset location, which I've been wanting to get to for a while. Really happy with this image. Here is what we ended up with. I think it's a great example about why it's not always about the gear. It's the conditions and the planning that goes into a shoot that actually makes the image. Because it's a westerly location, the sun sets in the west, checked the weather looked good, knew that it would be ideal conditions, which it was, and it really paid off for the image. It was a really easy image to edit because nature's done the hard work for us, just brought out the colours in that sunset a little bit, brought out the vibrancy in the landscape, and yeah, that was it. And the surrounding landscape is ideal from a panorama, which brings us on to our next image from the same location, just facing a different direction. So here's what we ended up with in the final edit. Just had to crop in a little bit because you missed the subject of Lisa and Freddie in the corner standing that rock just because it was too far back. Again, increased the vibrancy, brought out that sunset a little bit more and a little bit of filters just to darken down some areas, a vignette on there just so it will really bring out the central area of the image. The final image, I mean, you can't go to Skye without including this, the Old Man of Storr, the iconic image of Skye. So here's what we started out with, and here is the final edit. I didn't just want to go for the iconic classic shot of the Storr, which has been done like a million times. I wanted to try and just play about with areas, get a different perspective that I was kind of happy with. And it was really cool conditions. It was really moody, windy, nice haze covering over there, and the grass was moving in the wind, which just created really interesting conditions. Found this wee log which made some good foreground, a little bit of texture, and I'm pretty happy with the composition. With this, the image was a little bit too yellow for my liking, so cooled that down. Wanted to keep this one moody. The conditions were just so atmospheric and moody and perfect. There was nice haze coming over the Storr, so just kept the temperature pretty cool, keep some warm tones in the grass and the landscape, which gives like nice contrast with the cool and moody sky in the background. Went pretty strong with the vignette and the filters on this one because I just wanted to keep that
really powerful, kind of moody feel. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that and all the image, to be honest, and it was fun little challenge. I actually quite enjoyed it. It was different captioning it on the phone rather than relying on my camera. So, conclusion. What is the conclusion? No, the conclusion is focus on what you have and not on what you don't have, and do not let gear define you. I mean, yeah, it's nice to have good gear and it does help, but you can absolutely create great images with what you have, and most importantly, the more time you spend not doing photography just because you're waiting on getting that camera, is the more time you're spending not developing. And trust me, your knowledge of what makes an image good and of photography in general is much more important than the camera that you're pressing the shutter button on. Because for me anyway, photography is not something that you can kind of like quantify, like, yes, I'm here just now, I've got this camera and I'm okay at photography. No, I'm here now, I'm very good, so I've got this camera. It's more like a kind of flowy journey where you're always constantly developing, learning, finding out something new and kind of improving your photography skills in general. And eventually, if you do want to upgrade your camera or actually get a camera for the first time, you'll be in a lot better stead because you'll have better knowledge behind you. And most importantly, have fun, go out and capture something good. I'll see you soon.